Hello there, I am DoctorDtwo, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Calm down a bit from last time. Just can't help it. The twist I didn't see coming, plus the glitches just got me. It was a perfect combination for me to just overreact a little bit, but I'm calmed down. In retrospect, though, I really like how it's doing something that can only really be done in a game, and how there was like no foreshadowing that it would make that kind of twist. I mean, okay, the suicide, yeah, that was foreshadowed. But this weird time loop thing happening right now with changing, I didn't see that coming at all. So now we're writing poems. Well, Sayori was the vice president. Now Yuri is. If vice president is the target, that means I'm gonna do my best to save save Yuri, and maybe save Sayori, but by defeating Monica, whatever the hell she is, she-devil. Okay, anyway, not gonna pick suicide again. I'm gonna do whatever I can to make sure that word is nowhere around these people. So precious. Damn. No, not depression. Not depression. Come on, intellectual. Yeah. Uncontrollable. There we go. Memories. No. Romance? Damn it. Wait. Disaster. There we go. Okay. Fallible. Need to make sure it's for her. Melancholy. Misfortune. Ring. No. Oh. Gotta remember, it's the complex words. Frightening. Extraordinary. Damn it. No, not that one. There we go. Okay, contamination. That'll work. Sure. Yeah. Everything's fine. It's not there this time. But the picture's gone. It was there. Don't tell me it wasn't there, Monica, you she-devil. I know the picture was there on the wall. I had to calm down. Hi, Monica. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Yeah. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I know a lot of this is the same. But one person's missing. I don't want to see any differences. I don't want to miss any differences. I need to see what changes. I mean... What? No. Why? Why? No. Thanks for keeping your promise, Doug. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you... This isn't the music, is it? The music has changed? That part seemed different. Okay, maybe I'm looking for too many changes. I probably was just too into it last time I played. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. No, the music's definitely getting messed up when that happens. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or... They had a voice for this. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. No, why? No. I just realized how big Yuri is, too. Natsuki is certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back to her seat. I'm sorry, Doug. I'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. It only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. I just realized something else. The background is tilted. Background is tilted. They're going Battlefield Earth on me. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. It's a technique they use to when you slightly angle the camera. It makes everything seem distorted, like it's a different world, and I was wondering, was that back door always open? There's a chair in it. I want to say that's new. That seems different. I almost want to pull out old footage and see. In fact, I'm going to do that. I have old footage from my recordings here. Let me take a quick look at this. I'm sorry to derail. I just need to know because I don't know what this is doing. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can't see this, but I have to see this. Okay. I'm seeing things when it comes to the back door, but I am definitely right about the angled background. The background, the door was always open though, but this angle is both zoomed in and tilted, and it's weird. Okay, I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I'm sorry about that. I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Okay, this is old. She even picked out books like this. Yeah. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. And now I don't have no one that never existed to get between us. Except Monica. I think she needs to die. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. There, you just put it back to normal and abruptly. That was weird. I keep wanting to look around for anything that's changed. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities with the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent me. This feels like the same, but... Oh, wait, I was thinking they might give me the skip option because of the whole things got erased, they might not. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she knows me looking at her. This looks like the same sequence. Just in case, though, we'll go through it again. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. It's like we've done this before, baby. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was just focused and probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... This is the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have two copies of the same book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them, I see. The fact that this part is normal is actually bothering me more than the twisted stuff last time. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Maybe it's the time loop. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. This was not the story you told me last time! But the facility gets even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. This is not the story you told me about last time. I'm even more interested. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it's gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Doug? It's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. Wait, limbs being attached to things. The new title screen has Sayori replaced by pieces of all the girls. When Sayori died, Yuri started acting like doing things Sayori would have done. Maybe I'm reading too far into this. Okay. I mean, I definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil. Because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. I'm rambling, aren't I? Yeah, a little bit. You okay? Not again. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets... I forget to pay attention to other people. Sorry if I end up saying something strange. And completely normal. Completely normal. Yep. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Are you possessed? That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what do you say? Just let me get the book. It shouldn't bug me as much as it does. I know there's people who aren't bugged by it, but it bugs me. I don't know why. I could pick up snakes and like spiders, no problem, but that crap gets me. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. It was such a normal visual novel up until that happened. And because you're so used to, you have to read every line and stuff pops out at you while you're staring at it. The most subtle one that was really bugging me was when Monica was in front of the text box. That was just weird. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. Bathing in the feeling of my body heat? Am I reading her mind? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Ah, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah. Turn the page. Sorry. Got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, you're not possessed, are you? It might be a silly thought, but main character kinda reminds me of you a little bit. This made more sense when it was a story about a girl who was having just weird problems and stuff. But this is about dismemberment, so maybe you shouldn't say that. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Yeah, that's right. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That was a new expression. That's what you were talking about. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Thought you meant something else about her. Like the way she kills people and ties their pieces together. Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. I don't know why that came to my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing's a little... Am I breathing? She puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, it's fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Doug, did something happen just now? You don't need to know, she-devil! Get away! You are not taking her, even if she's a little crazier this time. I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? No, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. Nothing. What did you do to Sayori? Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? She might be a while, so I figured we'd just start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. This is weird. It's a break the pattern. What the hell's going on? Take a mental note of the book. The new book, it's not the same book. It's got the same title. It's not the same book. Alright. I don't want to talk to She-Devil. Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair that I shared mine with her first. What? Good. Okay. I know it's simplistic, and it's not a big scare, but the fact that it's subtle, unexpected, and it's delivered pretty well is making them work really good. Doug, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect me to believe? Oh, what? Do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Man, this shit makes my eyes explode. You think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I got your mind now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. Oh, it's the same one. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks their writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take any of my writing seriously. Man, bumps. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Oh, I can skip this. It's actually the same. Wait, there was an eye pop. I'm not gonna skip it. I'm not gonna skip it because that eye thing happened. Your writing style would make your answer any less valid. Exactly. Yeah. Same thing. I like when it's easy to read but hit you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, but so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing is simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro! Glad you learned something, kid. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, so nothing happened, so maybe it's safe to skip if it's got the skip lit up. Hi, Doug. You're not lit up. Let's see what we have to say. Having a good time so far? Yeah. She-devil. Glad to hear it. Souls are tasty. By the way, since you're new and everything, do you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. How about not encouraging your members to suicide and then erasing them from history? How's that? Huh? Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Take a pencil and stab her in the throat. She is evil. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Doug. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier we'll learn to get past soon. That's true. I hand Monica my poem. Good job. Great job. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. Yeah, I'm sure you were. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression she's totally given up on people. Maybe not all of them. Maybe just... is she taking limbs off of people? I hope not. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with lots of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. I keep looking in the background for something that I'm missing that's messed up. She must be really starved for social interactions, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Yeah, right, I see. Let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Okay, this is the same one. This isn't the same one, is it? Let's just check. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right here. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. That's not the same one. That's a continuation. That's like... motive. That's motive. That's motive. It's very free form, if that's what you call it. You realize I have no choice. You're not on the list for the poems. Sorry, it's not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kinda nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. This you mentioned last time. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect, and you'll never make any progress. Are you telling me I should be spreading my poems out? Well, I'm not gonna trust you. You're the she-devil. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. It's a little late for that now, but, As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Now I'm gonna test... Oh no, I didn't read her poem last time, so I'm gonna read it this time. Did I say it out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize as new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Yep, I remember that. Yep, okay. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. And not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. Once I get past your poem, I'm going to see how the skip works. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. Shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ah, yes, okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight I have withstood the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? Okay, let's see how skip works. Alright, there we go. All of it's the same as last time. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. And the music changed and the picture's back! Don't think I don't see you! How did you get back there? When did you get back there? Even if they're just being nice, there's no way that my poems can stand up to theirs. Picture of my failures on the wall. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, there's a picture of failure. Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Doug did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Doug liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jug appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you just that full of yourself? Hey, no. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I was the one whose booze magically grew a size bigger as soon as Doug started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you... Wanna be edgy bitch? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. Why is it going faster? See? Just saying, 'cause that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves if they graduate middle school, you know? You want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? Why? It's like I have to speed up. Only thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, I might cut your stuff on that edge, Jerry. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't... Oh... Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Doug hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. What? I can't make a choice. I can't save. I follow the path. I have to save Yuri. What? No. 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 What? Hey Doug. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? What the crap is this? Okay. Sorry about that. I really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. No! You are stopping me from saving Yuri. I see how this is. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own club members then properly. Just wish I was a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. That was a new face. Looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth at her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Not after that thing went south quick, but... Or did. Oh. Or did. Oh. Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's the she-devil. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. I don't like the way you're saying that. I may like Yuri better, but I don't hate Natsuki. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wanted to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Doug. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Gee. Dude. Did a thing again. Did a thing again. It's doing the things. Why? Why? Too curious not to. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. I have to go off memory. I don't like this at all. Whoa. That sound is the sound of... That must be meaning it's matching Yuri. Yeah, that sound means it matches Yuri. Huh. That one wasn't Yuri, so sensation. There we go. Oh, why is this getting me? It's like, geez, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Got a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Is my attention on Yuri destroying her? Is that what Monica was trying to say? Considering that no attention on Sayori is what killed her, too much attention might be killing Yuri. Am I just playing right into this game's hands? Am I doing exactly what the game wants me to do and getting them all into the situation that they're gonna... Let's continue. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Doug. Hi, Yuri. Not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading a manga at the desk. Manga, whatever. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. This is a new angle about yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. It's not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy you were considering and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Yeah, like reality. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. And I already knew you were cutting yourself from alternate timeline. I had already decided there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Doug, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around. Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? Huh? No? I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind. I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... Jesus! That is really disturbing. Meeble sailcloth, blindsight lifeline, a non-reciprocally faultlessly offered. Skeller Malaxia Nade. I accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear since I was always afraid of you Besides, it's kinda nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Heh. Not at all. I don't hate you. Ha! Well, you're kinda weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey, you're the one with the weird messed up face just now. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Did I miss Demon Natsuki? I was really looking forward to it. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or something, or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not! What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda lost track of time. Too busy summoning Beelzebub. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. Well, Beelzebub is such a talker. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Well, still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Ah, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That's new. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Doug. Smile sweetly. Maybe it's not new. It feels new. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. Not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Okay, now it feels more familiar. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Last time it was the cookies. This time it's Demon Natsuki. Not really. I chose not to bring up the voices from the darkness. Besides, Natsuki has already run off to the closet. Doug, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I plan on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. I think I might be a bit more onto it about her gaining some of Sayori's personality. Wait. She might have gotten some of Sayori's more openness, but that might have mean that she also got her depression, which has escalated her, like, cutting into something worse. Is that what's going on? If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing I can make my reading here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as he retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. I won't take long. What? I distinctly remember going with her last time. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go looking for her. Why is it making it sound like the music's outside? Let's see. Most logical place for Yuri to be would be nearest the water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. So I'm like, are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Okay. Yeah. Huh? I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Doug, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. Are you the one messing with time? You really do this properly, you know, don't you? Of course. Shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. You'll be drinking my blood. Oh crap, that's actually something she might do. It was just an offhanded joke about crazy, but she might actually have put blood in the tea. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. If that's so, I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided to try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Doug. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Doug, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bedding at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. I remember I was supposed to be hiding this from someone, but they don't exist anymore. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. See, this is all the same sweet romantic moment, except I just saw you reverse time. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading, while she uses it to make time slow down because she wants this moment to last longer. Also to make her blood flow more out of her veins. That white sleeve is so red on the inside. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. I wonder why the tea tastes like copper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. You sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. I remember this. It was sweet until the weird devil stuff happened. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Doug. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Okay, things got different. But we're out of time. So, we're going to end this one here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Some unfortunate things have been confirmed. Some other things are even... I don't even know. It's using the medium well. Especially with the very long build up to it and being just a genuine like story with that twist ending. I mean, it wasn't much of a twist ending, but the twist afterward. Everything about this is just impressing me right now. Hope the same for you. And I hope to see you next time. Later.